Hello, my name is Sally Gimmon, and I'm the owner of the trustisyou.com, and I want to help as many as U.S. business owners, U.S. 1099 income earners, and also U.S. investors save as much money on their taxes. The Spendthrift Trust is legal, copywritten in the IRS Tax Code 643B. This trust comes from England way back when King Henry VIII got in trouble for chopping off his wives' heads. He started the Church of England. He went to go tax the lords and ladies of England. They went further back into history to the Magna Carta, and it became a contract law that came to the colonies while we were still part of Britain. The law firm I work on behalf of inherited a trust that turned 350 years old in 2023, before we were a country. That's a long time. Now, our current tax code, most people don't realize, went into effect in February of 1913, almost 110 years ago. At that time, it was only supposed to be around for a few years, and the super rich families, the Carnegies, the DuPonts, the Rockefellers, and the Kennedys, purposely put this into the tax code so they can continue to save taxes. If they can do it, we should be able to do this. So I want to go over how the Spendthrift Trust is going to save you in 4 very important ways. Number 1, it's going to save you certain federal taxes. You're not tax-free. Only the taxes I'm going to explain to you on this. You will never have to pay them back. Number 2, it's going to keep your information private. Unfortunately, a lot of people think their LLCs keep your information private. I can go out to any state Secretary of State website or corporation site and research an LLC. There's a reason why 40% of all LLCs are sued every single year. With this trust, it's a titanium vault. Number 3, talking about titanium vault. You put everything into the trust. Nobody can do anything against the trust. They sue me individually. I'm worth nothing, and it becomes a frivolous lawsuit. It just goes away. It's an amazing thing. And then number 4, if you're not aware of the 2024 Corporate Transparency Act from the Treasury Department, this is a very ugly bill. If you're an established LLC, doing business as, or corporation, you have until January 1st of 2025 to do the paperwork for the Department of Treasury. If you start a new LLC, doing business as, or corporation, you have 90 days or 3 months to do the paperwork. If you don't do the paperwork, you could be charged $10,000 and or 2 years in jail for not doing the paperwork for the Treasury Department. Are you kidding me? For not doing paperwork? That's crazy. If you do the paperwork and it's not done correctly, they will charge you $500 a day, including Saturdays and Sundays. Why even bother with that? You can save taxes, keep your information private, lawsuits become obsolete, and you don't have to worry about the paperwork. I just helped a gentleman this week who had 43 LLCs, a house in each one of those LLCs. I saved him doing that paperwork 43 times. He's quite thankful for that huge headache. I just saved him on that. So the reason I'm talking about this is because so few people know about this. Now, if you go out to my website, www.thetrustisyou.com, you will download a free video to watch on your cell phone or on your laptop, because I want as many U.S. business owners, U.S. 1099 income earners, and U.S. investors know how they can save taxes. Unfortunately, I cannot work with W-2 income earners. Today's story that's out on YouTube is a husband and wife who are W-2 income earners, but also they are Amazon associates. We were able to take their Amazon associate part out of their LLC that was affecting their personal taxes. We were able, I'm using my cheat sheet, so I have it here. So we lowered their taxes from 24% down to 22%. And then they live in Missouri, so we also saved them Missouri state income taxes. And then the Amazon store that they made about $100,000 in sales on, they got to save 90%. That's easy math, $90,000. Add it all together, if they were with the Spendthrift Trust for the full year 2023, they would have saved $144,785. This is their money. They can use this to pay off their mortgage, to buy another vehicle, to go on a family vacation, to put it towards retirement, start a charity, give to a charity. It's their money to do with what they want. Again, this is all legal. It's in the IRS tax code. Now, people are curious about this because they say they've never heard of this. This is true. Only the super rich know about this. When you set up a 30-minute tax breakthrough session with me, I will take you out to a free website, NerdWallet. I'll show you a formula on how to figure out your taxes and show you how much you will save. I will send you 2 pages of case law. I will send you 3 articles from Forbes magazine. And Forbes magazine says you need to be making at least $3 million to afford the Spendthrift Trust. Oh, no, no, no. I suggest you should be making about $80,000 1099 to make this worthwhile, because you're going to save these taxes year after year, generation after generation, and continue going the whole time. That's the business trust. Again, the business trust is for U.S. business owners and U.S. 1099 income earners. They will save at least 90% on their federal income taxes, and in 43 states, they will save state income taxes or personal taxes too. Think of what would you do with an extra savings of 3, 4, 5, or 6 figures in taxes? I mean, if this money is yours, you could do so much with it. So now we're going to discuss the beneficial trust. Let me give you a little bit of history about myself. I became a real estate investor in late 2018. In 2019, I was working full-time as a Medicare broker, and I wholesaled 7 properties. Yay, Sally! I paid off all my debt. I was a rock star in my real estate group. In April of 2020, my CPA in Scottsdale contacted me. I was living in Phoenix. He asked me to set up a meeting with him. I drove up to his office, and he told me I owed the federal government $79,000 in short-term capital gains. My stomach dropped to my feet. I kept it together. He put me on a payment plan, shook his hand, went out, got my parking pass validated, went down to the parking garage, and I literally cried for 20 minutes. Well, then I had to drive home into the sunset with tears running down my face. My great Aunt Kitty in Ireland always made a comment, sleep on it. You'll find out a solution for it. I love my great Aunt Kitty. She was this fantastic. If you ever seen the movie Auntie Mame, that was my great Aunt Kitty. So I woke up the next day, 5 a.m., and I knew I had a book called What the Rockefellers Do. A gentleman in my national real estate group, Garrett Gunderson, wrote this book about the Rockefellers Spendthrift Trust. They call it The Office. It's 7 generations old, and it has almost 400 people under the same EIN or employee identification number. If the Rockefellers can do this, why couldn't I do this? I used that book to start researching this, and in September of 2020, I started both my business trust and my beneficial trust. And now I do all my investing in my beneficial trust, and I have 3 online businesses. I go through the business trust. With the beneficial trust, this is for all U.S. investors. I don't care what kind of investing you're doing, you're going to save the following taxes. Short-term capital gains are on anything that is less than a year old, you sell at a profit. Whatever the difference in the profit is, that's what you're going to pay. Now, taxes are usually between 10% to 37%, 7 different layers, and 4 different ways to file your taxes. You could do single, head of household, marry jointly, or marry separately. It gets a little bit confusing, I know. So short-term capital gains. I personally, in 2019, went from 22% up to 24%. That's why my taxes went up so high. Then long-term capital gains are anything that's a year or more. Now, those are at 15% or 20%. This come at the end of the month, I'm helping a gentleman sell his restaurant, and he's going to save at 15%, $460,000. This is his money. And at 20%, he's going to save $600,000. He's 64. His wife is 63. This is for the retirement, 6 figures. Now, they wouldn't have to pay those capital gains until April 15th of 2025 because he's selling it at the end of January. But still, he doesn't have to save that money. The business broker who brought me the client, he made a $600 referral fee for that. Actually, he made 2 referral fees because the person who's buying the restaurant bought a business trust. So yay to the business broker, he made $1,200. He also has the business trust to save 1099 income. Now, interest income. This is for any passive investor. If you're doing seller financing, creative financing, subject to real estate, the BRRRR strategy, notes, or if you're a Forex investor. Forex investors, some sad news for you. You get taxed twice, interest income and capital gains. Excuse me, I have a cold, so I have to apologize. But with the Spendthrift Trust, you'll be able to save that money, both capital gains and interest income, with the Spendthrift Trust. Now, the next one is going to be dividend income. This is for any investor in the stock market. Maybe you're stock market investing, dividend investing, maybe you're a day trader, maybe you're doing commodities trading, futures trading. You'll save taxes between 10% to 37%, 7 different layers. If you're an options trader, you're going to be taxed 40% for profits for a year or less and 60% for profits for a year or more. Again, excuse me. So this is why you need the Spendthrift Trust. Now, rental income. This is going to be for anyone who has short-term rental, like Airbnb, vacation rentals, traveling nurses, or long-term rental. 5 doors, 20 doors, 13 doors, maybe they're commercial property, maybe multifamily or apartments. Yes, you can take depreciation, but please remember, depreciation is done over 27 and a half years. It saves you some taxes, but you're still going to have to pay rental income. So the Spendthrift Trust will save you even more on that. If you do cost averaging, you still will have to pay rental income. I just talked to a gentleman, I was telling you about the 43 houses. He gave a seminar 2 weeks ago about a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house that he bought for $300,000, and he's making $2,000 in rent every single month. We were going to be able to save him, and I'm looking for my cheat sheet, so I have to apologize. I should have been organized. I don't know where my cheat sheet went. Sorry about that. Oh, there it is. I have it right here. We're going to save him over $2,446 for that. So it's going to help him on that. Then there's going to be royalty incomes. If you are an actor, an actress, an author, a poet, you're a musician, you're in the NFT world, NFT crypto, NFT real estate, NFT artwork, you have intellectual property, you have copyrighted property, like the trust, it's copywritten. So because I have both the business trust and the beneficial trust, I don't pay copyright taxes on the trusts I sell. Beautiful thing. If you have mineral rights, one of my clients inherited his granddad's horse farm that has 6 oil wells on it. The money he's saving from saving it on the mineral rights, he's upgrading his horse farm because he wants to start breeding Arabic horses. Wonderful thing. Now, again, to go over this, both the business trust and the beneficial trust are going to save you in 4 very important ways. Number 1, they're going to save you federal taxes year after year, generation after generation. Number 2, it's going to keep your information 100% private. Number 3, it's going to keep you from paying any judgments if you get sued. They just go away as frivolous. Number 4, you won't have to do the paperwork for the 2024 Corporate Transparency Act from the Treasury Department. The U.S. Business Trust is for U.S. business owners and 1099 income earners. You will save at least 90% on your federal income taxes year after year, generation after generation. You will also save in 43 states state income taxes or personal taxes, also with the Spendthrift Trust, if you get everything into the trust. With the beneficial trust, you're going to stop paying short-term and long-term capital gains, interest income, dividend income, rental income. Even if you take depreciation or cost segregation, you'll still save that. And then royalty income. I want to help as many U.S. business owners, 1099 income earners, and U.S. investors save as much money as possible. I do teach a mastermind in my real estate group to help them save capital gains, rental income, and also if you have to do other things. So if you would like to reach out to me, please go out to my website, www.thetrustisyou.com, to get a free video to be sent to your email or to watch on your phone. If you set up a meeting with me, I will give you 2 pages of case law. I will give you 3 articles from Forbes magazine. When you read these articles, Forbes magazine says you should be making $3 million. Oh, no. That's not true. You could be making less than that. I say to people, making at least $80,000 to make it start working for you. And then I also send you case law, and I'll send you the book that I read. I want to help as many people save as much in taxes. Thank you for watching this. I hope you learned something new. Have a beautiful week. Take care.